Hi guys, my name is Annalise Christine, and this is the final part of my Flashback inventory series. I will link the whole playlist down below, including the introduction that explains it, as well as my 2014 makeup inventory if you're curious. There are 3 categories in this section. All 3 have some things to talk about. So, first one is highlighters. In 2014, I had 8. I currently have 4, which we'll talk about in a minute. And of those 4, 2 of them are from 2014. Possible spoiler alert, because I don't know when this is going up. I finished, or basically finished, my blush. I was in my project pan. I'm going to try one of these and see how it works as a blush. I had them in the blush category originally in 2014. I've since moved them to the highlighter category, but I'm gonna try them as a blush and see. So, they are the Bare Minerals ID and Soft Focus Glow and Bare Radiance. These are so old. Like, I'm not even gonna tell you how old they are. But this is the one, Soft Focus Glee, that I'm gonna try as a blush. And then this is the Bare Radiance. So like I said, I'm gonna try this one as a blush and see how it goes. If it doesn't work as a blush, needs a highlighter, then I might just use it as a highlighter. I think that will give my face enough color. The next category is bronzers. In 2014, I had 6. I currently have 2. Both of them, I believe, are from 2014. So the first one is one I'm currently using. It's a Hoola Benefit bronzer. I know I finished up a mini of this, so I've just been checking along with the full size of it. I like it. I just want to try a different bronzer when this is done, but I do really like that a lot. The next one is one I use almost every single summer. Totally forgot about it this summer, but it is the Laura Geller Blush and Brightened and Honey Dipped. I put it in the bronzer category because this is what it looks like. It's really, really pretty. It's just a shimmery bronzer. Looks beautiful on my tan skin, my pale skin. It looks kind of ridiculous, but it's beautiful. I love it. Just like I said, in the summer, it gives my face just like the sheen. It's beautiful. So those are my 2 bronzers that I have. The next one is eyeshadow palettes. If you watch my 2014 inventory video, I don't split up the size of eyeshadow palettes, but in my current inventory, I do, so I thought I would share those numbers, and then I will share all of them combined, if that makes sense. In duos, trios, and quads, in 2014, I had 11. I currently have 15. Of those 15, 4 of them are from 2014 or earlier. Large palettes, so over quads, in 2014 I had 5. I currently have 9. I will say a lot of them are like 5. There's not a ton of huge ones. If you watch some past Pan That palettes, you know I've used up some big ones. But of those 9 I currently have, 2 of them are from 2014. One of those 2 is my 2022 Pan That palette. So I'm gonna share with you the duos, trios, and quads first, and I will end with my 2022 Pan That palette. The first one from 2014 is a trio, Wet n Wild, Walking on Eggshells. I don't think they make this anymore. I love it. Crease shade, highlight shade, lid shade, it's perfect. When we've gone camping, I take this because it's so easy. If I wanna put eyeshadow on, it's small, easy, and obviously super portable. The next one is the e.l.f. Eye Transformer, and I've hit pan on all 4 of these. And I essentially use this when a palette's highlighting shade is done. I use one of these as the highlighting shade until I've moved on to the next palette. So that's what I'll continue to do. My Pan That palette, if it needs a highlighting shade, I gotcha. The next one is the Revlon Color Stay in Adventurous. I love this. It's like a perfect fall palette. So, I'm a big neutral person. The next one is actually what's on my eyes today because, some spoiler, I don't know when this is going up, but I finished most of my Pan That palette little palettes that I've been working on. So I started working on the Revlon Color Stay in Siren. It's a perfect like Thanksgiving winter palette. So I'm gonna be working on this until 2022. So I probably won't finish it, might not even hit pan, but I really need to start working on these that are over 7 years old. The two big palettes that I have from 2014 is, the first one is Wet n Wild Comfort Zone. Neutral, perfect. It's all the things that I want. So my 2022 Pan That palette, I feel is very fitting for this whole series called Flashback Inventory, because the very first Pan That palette that I watched was a bunch of ladies panning the Naked palette. It's one of those palettes I love, but I don't use it because I don't think they make this anymore, and I didn't want to use it up. So 2022, I'm challenging myself to use up the original Naked palette. So this is what it looks like. I'm sure you've seen it if you've been around for a little bit. And like I said, this is like, as I was going through this and trying to figure out my 2022 Pan That palette, I was like, this is perfect for this whole series called Flashback Inventory, to pick the Naked palette for your 2022 Pan That palette. So here's a spoiler. If you made it to the end, you now know. And yeah, I'll make a video, an introduction video on that here shortly. But I hope you enjoyed my Flashback Inventory series and found it a little bit entertaining. I was shocked by the amount of products that were from 2014. Like I said, 36, I did the math, and 36% of my collection is from 2014. So 2022 is gonna be all about using those products because they really do need to be used up or gotten rid of. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.